Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Irma Lovianita. I'm an English department student of Andalas University. In this video, I would like to discuss about cohesion, reference, synonym, antonym, lexical cohesion, conjunction, substitution, ellipsis, coherence, collocation, ideational metafunction, interpersonal metafunction, textual metafunction, theme and rhyme, actor, finite, process, and complement. The first one is cohesion. Cohesion refers to the relationship between items in a text such as words, phrases, and clauses, and other items such as nouns, pronouns, and conjunctions. This includes the relationship between words and pronouns that refers to that words or reference items. Cohesion also considers semantic relationship between clauses and the way that is appreciated through the use of conjunction. So, cohesion determined by lexically and grammatically on semantic relationship between sentences and within sentences. Next one, we will discuss about reference. Reference refers to the situation where the identity of an item can be retrieved from either within or outside of the text. Reference is the relationship of one linguistic expression to another in which one provides the information necessary to interpret the others. Next is synonym. Synonym refers to the words which are similar in meaning, such as huge and large, pretty and beautiful, happy and joyful. Next is antonym. Antonym describes the opposite or contrastive meanings, such as boy and girl, man and woman, big and small, or hot and cold. Next is lexical cohesion. Lexical cohesion involves the choice of vocabulary. It is concerned with the relationship that exists between lexical items in the text, such as words and phrases. Lexical cohesion basically created by the general nouns or repetition of the same lexeme. For example, human. We can describe human words as a man, woman, people, person, boy, or girl. Next is conjunction. Conjunction acts as a cohesive tie between clauses or sections of the text in such a way as to demonstrate a meaningful pattern between them. Conjunction are not a way of a simple joining sentence. They provide the listener or the reader with information for the interpretation of the utterance. Next is substitution. Substitution is the replacement of a word or a phrase with a filler word such as one, so, or do, to avoid repetition. For example, my friend asked me which one the dress that good to wear tonight, and I say the blue one is good. The word one is substitution or the replace word of the dress. Next is ellipsis. Ellipsis is the omission of elements that normally required by the grammar, which the speaker or writer assumes are obvious from the context and therefore need to be raised. For example, I gave my friend a candy and I asked her, "Do you want it more? I have 10 more." And the word "I have 10 more" means that I have 10 more of the candies. Next is coherence. Coherence is a semantic property of discourse that forms through the interpretation of each individual sentence relative to the interpretation of other sentence, with interpretation implying interaction between the text, the reader, and the writer. Coherent is the way a text makes sense to the reader and the writer through the relevance and accessibility try of its configuration of the concept, ideas, and theories. Next is collocation. Collocation refers to a group of words that often go together or that are likely to occur together. It is used to describe two terms which are routinely joined, point in a conjunction with each other, and which may in fact be joined by a conjunction. For example, late sleeper and early riser are the example of collocation. Next, we will discuss about additional metafunction. Additional metafunction is about the natural world, especially about natural world in the broadest sense, including our own consciousness, and its concern with the clauses as representation. The additional meanings are the meaning about how we represent experience in the language. Next is interpersonal metafunction. Interpersonal metafunction is about social words, especially the relationship between speaker and hearer, and is concerned with clauses as exchange. Next is textual metafunction. Textual metafunction is an interpretation of language in its function as a message. The textual metafunction is concerned with the creation of the text, with the presentation of additional and interpersonal meanings as information that can be shared by the speaker and listener in the text unfolding in the context. Next we move on to theme and rhyme. Theme is the element which serves as the point of departure of the message. Theme is what the clause is going to be about. Meanwhile, rhyme is the part in which the theme is developed. Rhyme accompanies the theme in a common clause structure. Theme always in the initial position, and it is followed by the rhyme. For example, the two lovers met in a wood near Maya's house. The theme is the two lovers, and met in a wood near Maya's house is the serve as function of the rhyme. Next is actor. Actor indicates an element of clauses has the function of expressing or possible dirt of the action expressed in the process. In the simple way, actor is an object. Next is finite. Finite used to make the proposition definite and to anchor the preposition in a way that we can argue about it. Finite make the proposition arguable. For example, I am sleepy. The words am in I am function as finite. And other example is John was writing. Was in the word John was writing function as finite. Next is process. Process can be interpreted as an action carried out by the object towards by the subject. For example, he take my shoes last night. The word take is function as a process. Next is complement. Complement is defined as a non-essential participant somehow affected by the main argument of the position. For example, I am reading a book. book is the complement here. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you for your time to watching my video, and I say wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.